Now this is it, the final harvest of the year from my allotment. It could be a complete triumph or a total disaster. I'm Gang Gang, welcome to the channel. Gang Gang and Peanuts, 2 peas in a pod. Now I'm going to start by harvesting what I think is a Christmas dinner essential, and that is parsnips. And hopefully I'll have some real clonkers. Look at that. I'm really pleased with that. The problem is, I don't know how I'm going to get it out of the ground. Now I've left these in the ground to get some cold weather on them, because the cold weather turns the starch into sugar and makes them much sweeter. And that's why they're one of my favourite vegetables on a Christmas dinner. Now, a twist and a pull. Come on, come on. Oh, wow. Wow! Now, I don't care what anyone says, that is a clonking great big parsnip. Look at that. Wow, look at those. I'm really pleased with those. Now, they take quite a while to grow, but if you want parsnips the size of this, you can't rush a parsnip. Now, the next thing I'm going to harvest, you either love them or you hate them, and that is Brussels sprouts, or as I like to call them, tiny pockets of wind. Now, if you look very, very, very closely, there are some Brussels sprouts on here. Not many. And whilst it's not exactly what I would call a success, the fact that I've got some sprouts means it's not a complete failure. Let me pull this up and I can count exactly how many are on there. Ooh. Yeah, let's see how many there are. So there's the Brussels sprouts, and there aren't very many, and apparently you're supposed to pick sprouts from the bottom up. And I think if I'd done that, it wouldn't take long before I'm at the top. Now, although there aren't very many, I'm sure they're going to be delicious. Love them or hate them, you can't go without sprouts on your Christmas dinner. Now, with the brassicas, not everything has been a success story. Although this has produced a head, because I've left it a bit long, it's starting to split. But I can trim that up and still get something to eat out of that. But the cabbage I'm going to be pulling now is one over here. Now, this cabbage is in much better condition, and it looks like I've beaten the slugs to it. This is a Savoy cabbage with these lovely crinkled leaves, and this one has quite a nice head to it. So I'm going to take this up, and this will end up on my Christmas dinner. That looks fabulous. Look at that. And whilst we're looking at the brassicas, I've also got some cow. I have some curly cow here and some Cavolo Nero here. And I think they look fabulous. What a contrast in the colours. Now, I'm not going to harvest this today. I'm going to leave this for a few weeks, and I'll probably harvest that once all the cabbages and the Brussels are finished. Excellent. Now, as well as plenty going on above the ground, there's also quite a bit going on under the ground. Let me show you. And the other thing that's going on are potatoes here in my potato boxes. And already I can see there's quite a few. Look at that. They're not too bad. 1 or 2 are starting to sprout, but they're still edible, no problem at all. Look at those. Now, potatoes, when you're digging, I think it's a bit like having a scratch card. You may get a winner, and you may not. This never gets old for me, digging up potatoes. Absolutely love it. And I think I have left them just a little bit too long, because some of them, they're beginning to sprout. But once the sprouts are knocked off, that's a perfectly good potato. So I'm going to pull some of these carrots now, and hopefully they'll come up a lot easier than the parsnips. Now I grew 3 different types of carrot this year. I can't remember which one's which, because as you can see, the writing on the label has washed off. Still, I'm sure they'll all taste like carrots. So let's pull up a few. Oh dear, straight away I've broken one off. Not a good start. Let's be a little bit more careful. There we are. There's a nice carrot. Fairly straight, not forked. Nice and clean. No carrot fly damaged, mainly because they were grown under the micro mesh netting. And carrots, they don't have to be huge, great big things to be tasty, because as you can see, there's 2 totally different types there. A short stumpy one and a longer skinny one. They will be fantastic again with my Christmas dinner, even the broken one. Wow, what a great harvest! I've managed to bag some cabbage, some giant parsnips, some carrots, including the broken one, a few potatoes, and that favourite of everybody's, the Brussels sprouts. Excellent. Now I'm pretty pleased I've managed to grow an entire Christmas dinner. The only thing I can't grow is a turkey. Can you grow one of those from seeds? Now the only thing that remains is for me to prepare this plot for the new season, because it won't be long and it will be coming round again and we can all start sowing some more seeds. I'd like to say thank you to everybody that subscribed to this channel and watched my videos throughout this season. It really does mean a lot. I wish you all a very, very Merry Christmas and have a wonderful New Year. If you haven't subscribed already, maybe consider clicking the subscribe button. Come along, see what we get up to over here on this channel. So, as ever, I'm Gang Gang. This is Gang Gang and Peanuts. 2 peas in a pod. And until next time, have a wonderful Christmas. Bye.